On-the-month lockdown and burst. But Syndra has just not been that good.
Speaking of not being that good.
Well, also, yes, the Victor gonna come through here is going to solve some of the range issues that Brian.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So, it's, can Akali, Zeri, and Lulu all escape their 0-10 loss streak, as well as Bros?
Well,
loss streak.
I'm gonna say no. I didn't love the Victor.
Do we love this less or more on this Brion side? They do have scaling in their favor. See whether that's going to be enough as we hop onto the Rift for game one.
But for Brion, I find it hard to imagine as Kana going in aggressively here.
Yeah, Shock Blast is going to miss as Umpty's going to come forward. They should be able to grab this first blood, and Morgan is going to pick it up.
Deft hasn't backed there yet as we're going back to this topside play, and as mentioned, I'm 99% sure Kana knows at this point that he is already dead. If he hits that Q, he probably trades 1-for-1. Takes down Morgan, but good sidestep from Morgan. Kana
spotted on that ward, like shifts in the night. Our junglers do go past one another as Deft could be caught out of position here. Moves back towards Canyon, who's Vault Breakering forward. We've got a fight in the mid lane as well, actually, as Showmaker. He has to flash to get himself out of the way, and now Karis, he can rotate over. The flash comes through here as Deft stands his ground. Henna trying to do the damage, and he will be able to take down the Lucian. A double bubble. What does it mean? It means a dead Vi in the river, and Bro have found it.
And if Deft takes a more defensive pathing, maybe flashes over the wall, I think they could survive, but maybe a miscommunication in mid as well, because if Showmaker is
that flank angle,
that's a big ultimate gone.
Yeah. They're going to pull that one out of the way as now Morgan just dashing around here. They managed to find the Q onto Deft, and he immediately explodes. Bro continuing to just win out on all of these skirmishes, and that is going to be Soul Point, Chronicler. Do you believe yet?
Well, they might very well get the Soul Point here, Atlas. They do need to... Kane doesn't even have flash. Oh, I love this pull out. Making sure that it's as hard as possible to steal.
Yeah.
If D+ gets a dragon, who cares?
Oh dear. Showmaker in trouble. He doesn't have a stopwatch as the Shuriken backflip doesn't land, but it doesn't need to as Umpty, he's tanking the turret and not going to fall down. Calculated
Making sure you get the biggest possible spike, because if they lose this, the game is pretty much over. Showmaker very far forward here.
Yeah, Canyon is going to dive on top of Effort as Tidal Wave is going to mean that the Lulu is just dead. And DK understand. They make it a 4v5. They should be able to guarantee themselves this Drake. Bro, they don't have to fight for this, though.
That's the luxury. They can give this up. They can make sure that the next setup is better. They don't need to go in here.
Does Bro ever give up? Do they ever give up? Do they ever surrender as Morgan is looking to try and lock Showmaker down? The scat of the week is just beautiful. And Karis, he's trying to get the heck out of this one now. Henna's going to be taken out. Deft survives this time. Vision all available. Showmaker and Deft now possibly in an awkward position is now Morgan. They're looking to collapse as Karis misses the backflip and Deft gets himself into safety here off to the side. But this Drake is down very, very low as now Karis getting dove on by Canyon here. The bubble goes wide, but Canyon just puts down the Akali. Morgan going to be taken out as well as now Henna. Can he find it? Is this the Zeri angle? As Kellen has to get out, Deft is going to die as well, and Henna, he's just too big. And now they've got an Infernal Soul on top of everything. Bro's going to win this game.
He's not able to get that much damage on. Morgan tanks so much, and then Showmaker, he's used all his cooldowns. What's he gonna do here? Henna, still full health, still with the backup of his Lulu. On Match79. As Lord Dom Duff.
Oh god, if at first you don't succeed, and they are going to ult him up this time around. Can he actually go all out as Deft? Just keeping him at arm's length, and that is going to be the culling just to make sure that he goes down. Oh no, Bro. Look at how quickly this is going down. As Canyon, it might actually be a 50-50 as that's a huge knock-up onto Canyon. He is going to have to press his ultimate button as Umpty is going to go down very, very low, but now Karis getting massive in this fight. Henna still at full health, but he hasn't been able to auto-attack as the gameplay button is going to be pressed. Canna makes his way out. Getting that massive, it's like the biggest knock-up I've ever seen.
Baron is nobility, as is Brion.
Yep. Speaking of which, Morgan just looking to stand in front of DK here. We've seen this moment. They're going to go for it once again. Canyon this time very far away from this pit, and it looks like they're going to have to give this one up. They do have vision. Oh no, don't tell me. Okay, he's not going to be able to make it in. Level 16's picked up for both Henna and Umpty in that moment. They have. This is Exodia here for Bro. So hard to lose if they do manage to lock this one down.
They have to turn though. They can't risk the flip.
They cannot. As Morgan down to 50%. Here's the culling from Def, tagged by the Q from Umpty, but Umpty isn't going to go in on it. Down to 4K. Oh man, is the flip actually going to happen? They're holding its health bar as Tidal Wave is going to be used. Effort down extraordinarily low, and Bro, can you do it? Can they lock this one down as now DK's going to hold on to it? Morgan down so incredibly low as Henna. It's going to hold the flash out from Canyon, and Def is executed on the back line. The Elder's getting in the move. The Pro are just winning the fight. They don't care about Elder. They don't care about Exodia. All they care about is winning this game, and they will be able to do it. The Dragon comes down from the heavens and smites the Nami away. That is the ace. And if you lost faith in Bro, lose your faith no longer. LCK faithful. They will take game number 1 against DK.
And this means no matter what, D+ is going to lose the lead that they had in game score. This is going to put them closer.
At least until Kwangdong managed to take down Genji in our second series. Look at the Bro leave here in Lowell Park. Bro immediately.
They were playing aggressively, and it is Morgan zoning, Henna's team fighting, Chorus, who might even end up picking up PG just because he found Def there. Like, him 100-0ing Def there meant that there was no shot. There was no chance for D+ to get in on that final fight. As D+ that it gets, I think, a way better angle than the Syndra that we saw previously, able to poke together with the Jace, while still having a mixed damage profile. Soul AP here as well for Showmaker, which allows the LeBlancs to do a lot more. Still tough to play into champions like the Lulu, I do think. You do need to respect.
All right.
Boy.
That is the Lord Aurelia.
That's volatile.
That is.
Oh, okay, so on one hand, I love the gusto from Brion. On the other hand, this basically forces Umpty to play towards topside. Because if you don't play towards topside, and Canyon gets a stray gank in and Morgan falls behind, this pick does nothing, right? Like, it's extremely good in the 1v1, obviously, but this also means that there should be, in theory, free reign for Deft and Kellen on the bottom half of the map, because if they have good control
to navigate themselves towards a mid-game without too much of a deficit. Very excited to see what's going to happen here, Chronicle. Let's hop into game number 2. So, yes, pretty good start. But it started like this last time, as Warrior Trickster going to be available for Canyon as Karis moves on over. Canyon trying to get out, does manage to flash as Showmaker's diving on forward, finds the chain. Umpty one more auto and he's going to go down. The Q is going to miss as well as Karis. Can he trade one back? First blood going to Showmaker is so huge, but if Karis gets a kill here, and a lit on fire, Ebb and Flow pretty good, as now Karis wants to find Canyon. Can Canyon find this? He's down so incredibly low. Showmaker moving on forward. The chains will land, and I don't know whether it's worth it as Showmaker picks up the kill, but...
Look at this. Text uses him to taxi so he can smite the cannon.
Yep, so he can get level 6 and then manage to find the kill.
Still ends up going down, isn't able to sidestep. Round 2.
Yeah. And now Canna looking to push away Morgan. Vanguard's Edge comes in. There's the flash, but the flash immediately used by Canna. Still, it does not matter.
Oh, and an effort. You are going to get dove.
Oh dear. Tidal Wave is going to come forward as Canyon's in there. Finds the Cyclone as Henna gets the ult off. Can they actually make this? Well, no, they cannot. As Effort is on a merry jaunt through Summoner's Rift towards his demise, and that is the turret finishing him off. 3,000 gold, though, is the lead. DK managing to snowball this one much better as Polymorph comes in, and Canyon is just going to get 100-0'd. He looked like a ragdoll.
He was. And gets taken down. Very nicely C-chain there. Jordan did not. And now...
All right, Death is going to throw a culling at Henna. He doesn't tank it too well, but it looks like this turret should still fall down. Another wave going to come through. The ultimate here from Henna, as Umpty's still alive somehow, but they have to give up the Drake. And don't worry, guys, no one died.
Well, not yet.
Yep, no one died yet. Cut the video. Cut the video. Cut the video. As Canyon dives forward. Morgan, can he be the hero is the question. As Showmaker dives into the backline, but Effort will survive for the moment.
Umpty?
Don't worry, no one
behind enemy lines.
Oh, can he do it? I mean, they don't really have too many. Oh, the Empress Divide is gigantic. and they wipe them out. It's 2 for 2 though so far is the flawless duet coming through. Showmaker is still alive, guys. And Bro walked in the wrong direction. So Morgan is likely going to be taken down by the turret. Never mind. This is still going. We're still going. Still going. Umpty's still running as it's the execute for Morgan. No one kills Morgan, everyone. As that is the ace. And DK, they get the Drake. They managed to get the ace in the end, but
there's
Umpty is going to turn up. He's on vision. Canna going to move towards his team. Mini stun into the wall there as he flashes out. Hannah dives back forward. And Morgan, can he do it? The answer's no. That's a double. DK will be able to thwart them.
With the extra tankiness.
Is the Aurelia going to get 100 to 0? Flawless Duet does come through as there's a distortion. Great Wild Growth to come through, but he just pops back again, and that is the culling. It looks like it's on cooldown and available at the same time, which is kind of true, I guess. As Effort just pops. Bye-bye.
By Effort.
By Effort.
Yeah, so, again, I want to pay attention to how
Showmaker is just running this rift, isn't he? Oh my goodness. That was like thought of so much time in advance. And Hannah might be able to do something heroic. Karis does have Emperor's Divide, but oh god, Morgan doesn't have his life! Showmaker is just popping anyone!
Yeah,
he gets eye contact with as Hannah is going to ult. Can he actually find the fight is the question as in dives Canyon. They look for the backline, does Karis? It's not going to work out. And there they go, there is the ace! And DK get their revenge after a difficult game 1. We are going to be going to that decider, that game number 3, and we'll see whether Bro can do it again. As Umpty, he spawns, he dies. The present is being put up into the sky here by Kellen. The Nexus will fall, and DK will tie up the series. Showmaker is going to do the most, as we expected, but Deft very close behind. And as we can see, bit of a ramp here as far as the gold. No real issues.
Clean game by D+. Good individual play.
Ooh, he's got a giggle on his face.
Yeah,
as well.
it's Moonstone Azrael, of course. Oh, no, that's way better. Oh yes, please.
God, this is...
Lysandra Lee.
Lysandra would be a lot of fun, but Talia is going to come in, and of course, Talia
really
also
good.
kind of ruins the day of everyone.
Yeah, no, Talia's really good. I love the Lysandra.
Yeah.
And I think the Lysandra has the added benefit of playing extremely well with the Draven for obvious reasons. The benefit of the Talia is that I do think Showmaker is one of our best Talias. And Brion have a short-range dive comp with, you know, Hannah is the only one that kind of wants to hang back, peel back, and then go for big Feather Storms or Blade Callers. But
Weathering the storm is going to be aim of the game here for Bro, and we'll see whether they can as we hop onto the rift here, guys, for game number 3. Something that we see all the time. As Canyon's just walking towards him. They do manage to get the knock-up, and is Morgan just going to die? Yeah, he is.
he had Flash.
That was a very, try and get out of there. He does. As Canna is getting chased underneath the turret. Nice little knock-up there as Morgan gets into turret range. Oh, no! Oh, he's going to survive for now. But that was dicey. Canna.
That was Q.
Yeah, just wandering through, and the Flash has to be used. Well, it's just some top lane stuff happening, I guess, guys. Nothing to see.
Rana, it looks so good, man. He did such a good job.
Gentleman's agreement. If you flash, I will flash, sir. Is what he's saying.
Take the win.
Oh no. Well, now Morgan is just going to slice. He's going to dice. Soul Furnace does come through there, but it looks like Morgan's going to get the solo kill revenge. What a weird turn of events on that top side of the map.
Use the power, the 6 spikes of really anyone on their team, but most notably the Renekton. There is an angle here for Brion to like take control of this game early, and I think they need to.
Oh dear. The Rift Herald did not decide to charge. She's getting very confused as, they just turn it into a catch! And the charm is going to connect there as well. The kick does go off, so they go 1 for 1. And now the hostiles take over the handshake. Kellen is just running the map right now. Whirling Death gets the cash in, and it looked so good!
와 망했죠. 달리야 답없죠.
Yeah, that might.
Oh, that's it.
Just be, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I really try to. It's like
I would add
both Showmaker and Deft are fed. You're a melee comp into Renata and Talia.
Your Nexus is still alive. Henna is not likely to be the same. As Showmaker just gets over the wall, Henna does have to heal. Charm is going to miss. And the Whirling Death once again from downtown! So good on the Renata, and then he's given that opportunity, and instantly, he's playing so beautifully.
Game 1, but a distant memory here for the Bro-Leavers.
Yeah. They can just kind of do whatever they want, as Umpty is going to be spotted, knocked up, kicked over the wall, queued, and is going to bust his way out with his cease and desist, but Kellen catches him and says no. Sorry, my friend. And hands off keyboard there from Umpty.
I don't think you're ever, like, if you kill him, you invest so much. This is a great opportunity for a catch, though.
Oh, there we go. Vault Breaker comes on in. Let's see whether Showmaker needs to break his stopwatch. He doesn't actually do it because he knew that he was dead. So Henna taking half his health after Whirling Death. Prevents the back at 37 seconds to stall.
Oh, he can't finish quick blades.
That's a disaster. Flash forward from Canna. Okay, going to be interrupted. Seismic shove. Doesn't really find it there. As Umpty off to the side. Him and Morgan now grouping up. Can they lock down Canna? He's got such a large health bar. And look at Showmaker just standing beside him. And in goes Kellen. Finds the hostile takeover. Umpty and Morgan just battling against one another as Deft will finally turn up. And Showmaker's just going to scoot towards Henna. He's now completely singled out as into the backline they go. Kellen tries to find some of these bailouts, but they do manage to lock down Deft. That's a huge one. Morgan is massive in this fight, but the Ari is going to be taken out. It's now Showmaker or bust for DK, and he is going to be enough here.
Oh, man, Kellen's Renata, man. Like, the buffered R into Flash to make sure that there is very little counterplay available, and then nice turn here. Everyone goes on top of Deft. Deft isn't able to actually use his stopwatch until he is already down, but with Showmaker still alive and Canyon being there,
yeah,
try and win the fight.
As Canna just standing in that front line. Morgan trying to get in there, but there's double smites, not a flip, because the Unsealed Spellbook is going to be inside that pit. The kickback onto Effort, but he does survive. Henna trying to get some work done here as Umpty dives into the backline, trying to be the hero, but it does not work. He just walks over so many rocks. Henna is free hitting, though, as the Crocodile takes down the Scion, but there's a cash-in for Deft. Not exactly the most massive one as Showmaker. Okay, he gets charmed. It's going to flash. He's fine. Absolutely fine. As Deft now running towards them. Henna, oh my god, that axe did so much damage. He gets into the pit. That's another kill for the Draven. And the Q is going to connect. Karis goes down. And D+, they grab themselves an ace. And we'll see what they do with it. As the Baron's already being taken, I think they'll just push some turrets.
Here you see the problem. Like, they have to try and all-in on Deft, but there is too much front line. Oh no, Kana died.
Yeah.
Oh no, the tank. Sad. Showmaker is clearly having a good time as he goes in and barely stays alive. Just make sure that Henna and the rest of the team are funneled towards the top half of the map.
With the charm connected, so a little bit of Q play there is all right. They're going to try and jump onto Canyon here as Gordringer does a lot of work. Safeguard gets him out. He doesn't have flash, guys, and he looks like he's just having a good time.
No!
Does he survive? No, he does not. Okay, is it Effort? Is he going to be
someone
the unlucky target? Oh dear, there's the shove, thrown through the rocks, and Effort just, I think he would have just been walking and then noticed that his screen turned grey.
What can you do? You need to. Someone needs to walk.
Yeah.
You need to try and check. You can't give over Elder, but you can't really win this either.
Umpty and Canna are fighting as there it is. They try for it, but there's a beautiful ulti that is going to come through from Kellen to say absolutely not. They tried, it was heroic, but it did not work out as now Morgan running for the hills, trying to get himself back towards the base. Whirling Death avoided there by Karis just narrowly, and it looks like DK won't even need an Elder. They are just looking to win the game right here at about 30 minutes in. Deft feeling very happy, walking towards 2 turrets, and he can definitely do that because he's mega fed. Umpty going to dive on top of him here as Showmaker puts up a wall, and Deft is going to be able to kite out the Vive. This game is well and truly over, but bro, hold your heads high. You're able to take game number 1. Didn't quite work in games 2 or 3, but you can do something like blaming the draft for that. And it was still a great performance from this squad that we didn't have very many expectations for. In the end, DK were too good, but Bro gave us an entertaining series.
And most importantly, Brion look way better than has been immaculate. I'm saying Revival not because they were not good in Round Robin 1, but they were not even close to this good.
Yeah.
And this is what we expect from a team with these caliber of players. Great game. Great series.
Thank you very much, guys. We're here joined by the POGs on the side of D plus Kia, or just one POG, which is Showmaker, the solo POG, picking up 2 POGs in a row. Congratulations on the big win. Showmaker, how do you feel about this win?
일단 오늘
Yeah, well, today
첫 세트 아쉽게
we lost
져가지고
the first game, which is a bummer.
좀 불안했었는데
So I was a
다음
little
세트
bit
잘
worried,
이겨서
but we played much better in game 2 and 3, so I'm so relieved. Yeah, for the past 5 matches, you guys were getting 2-0 wins, but this time around, Brian was able to actually, pick up a win in game number 1. So how did you feel about that loss?
사실 뭐 1세트 지긴
Well, to be
했지만
honest, even though we lost the first game, our team, D plus, is not a weak team. So we knew that as long as we just pick ourselves up together, we'll be able to win the series in the end. So, Showmaker. So, with that loss in game number 1, Syndra is now sitting on 13-game losing streak. And we all know you are an incredible Syndra player, but you also were not able to get a win. I personally really like Syndra as a champion, but I'm so sad to find out she's actually on a 13-game losing streak. I should be the one breaking the losing streak, but I'm so sorry for Syndra for extending her losing streak, but maybe next time I will be able to break her losing streak. Unlike the first game, in game 2 you decided to play LeBlanc, the famous Showmaker LeBlanc. Tell us about that pick. I was looking at the comp and Bro decided to go for a blind pick in the mid lane, so I thought LeBlanc was the right pick. And the LeBlanc was able to exert so much pressure all around the map. Your LeBlanc was just unstoppable. What did you focus on when you were playing LeBlanc in game 2? When you're playing LeBlanc, you have to play the limit, you have to just go in and take aggro and come back. And when you're playing against Azir, actually LeBlanc doesn't really win lanes, so I also was paying a lot of attention to the laning phase. And Showmaker, your Talia is undefeated so far this season, 3 wins in a row. What do you think of this champion right now, or your own performance on Talia? Well, to be completely honest, Talia was not one of my comfort picks, but Canyon is good at Talia, as we all know. So when we actually just lock in Talia, this could be a huge advantage for us because it can be a rotation. So I decided to practice Talia in order to always confidently swap that for mid lane. And at the early game of game 3, we had a huge team fight around the Herald. Bro players are grouping up towards that Herald, but you are able to just block them completely. So tell us about this play. So when you are playing Talia, starting around level 9, your Q cooldown is so low, so you can actually block that Herald. It's not my first time executing that kind of a play. It actually happens pretty often. And Showmaker literally said, there's no answer to this Talia. Yeah, so I think I pulled it off in other games too. And then they decided to just pop the Herald in front of me, so I was able to just delete that. And you looked super happy in your player cam. We were super happy to see you as well with that outplay. How did you feel exactly at that point? So it's not a big play, seemingly, but if you actually take a deeper look at it, I denied the Herald, so it does mean a lot. And the opponents were playing Ahri Vi comp, which can make a lot of ganks in the mid lane. What did you focus on playing into that comp? So I was able to get the last pick actually after Ahri and Vi got locked in. I don't think Talia is the best pick into that comp, but still I needed to round out our comp. So I just decided to, maybe I can take the weaker matchup, but still I can just hold on through the laning phase and we'll be able to win the later game. D+ Kia, the competition for the second place is still going on. What is your mindset for the rest of the regular season? We did, have an accident today, but I'm so relieved that we won in the end. And next week's schedule is pretty rough, but we will do our best to prepare for those matches. And playoff is just around the corner, so I will make sure to do our best in the playoffs as well. And this will be the end of the interview from Showmaker, the solo POG on the side of D+ Kia, and I'm gonna pass it back to Valdez and Wolf. Thank you.